actually on a India bus though. Is it Victorian bus? Or?
Yeah. It's on wires. There's no driving.
Oh,
It's on
wires.
You see all the wires there?
Yeah,
That's what we're on.
I'm recording for YouTube video. Okay.
You videoing?
I'm on YouTube, aren't I? So
Are you?
yeah,
What's the channel?
vlogs and more.
Okay, mate. Oh, so I can look like a wally.
Anna, now we've been on both buses.
And the strap round the waist, please.
Anna, now we've been
So go and find out when the lesson is.
I thought it was just going to be like a road, like people dressed up. But it's not the proper place.
Has it been purpose built? There's bits that have been added to make it a more all-rounded experience. Like they add in like equality.
The pub was always there.
Yeah, these houses are
Mine's always
because it was kind of like a little mining village.
That's where we've got our ship. What are you on?
I'm recording for a YouTube video.
What, you're a YouTuber?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. What's your channel?
vlogs and more. Vlogs and more. It's really rubbish. I've got another channel which has got 10 subscribers, but it's really bad. So
What's it called? Your other channel?
I've actually forgot because I don't upload
What do you do your videos on?
my phone.
Guys, remember when I bought that sherbet? You get massive bags full of sherbet. Yeah, Dad took it off. I'm going to get some lemon ones. It's so sour. See that? And it makes your tongue.
Oh, there's dead things in there.
Is it why you're...
You guys have been here before, so you show it.
Yeah. Oh, nice toilet. Rich.
What's going on over there?
I'm gonna get
When you get, come on, you can gather around, folks. We're just doing a few black country cues here. Right, now this is the one we got here. If you've got a cold, you're going to have a bit of goose fat rubbed on your chest and wrapped up with a bit of brown paper. Now, but there's a problem is when you get a cold, you also might get a bit of a sore throat, you know. So what we got for a sore throat, also for a sore neck, is a smelly sock that's been worn for a couple of weeks. Children, just get one of your dad's socks for this. And then what we do is we put it around your neck. Right? That'll keep the cold away too. Now, you might get a bit of an earache too with this, you know, this cold. So what we're going to do, we're going to get an onion. Hold on. We're going to get that in over. So what we'll do, we'll get a piece of onion and we'll stick it in your ear. Okay, not so bad so far, but here's a problem. Right, one of the worst illnesses that could affect children, right, and much of the 20th century was whooping cough. Not so much today, we've got vaccinations, but whooping cough is very serious because it could seriously damage your lungs. So a cure for the black country was a potato necklace. So what would happen is, as the potato dried up, right, so with the whooping cough, don't forget this may seem strange, but a lot of people could not afford to go to the doctors. Not in 1948 did we have NHS. So often it was either home cures, go to the chemist, but if you couldn't afford them, you come to the market to the quack doctors. Now, the other problem we got is, let's see, well, might have a wart, right? Anybody suffer from warts?
Yeah.
Don't you look at him like that. That's not nice if you look at him
Thinking
like
you
that.
are a big wart.
Oh, that's not nice. Now, a cure for warts was you get a lump of meat and you'd rub it on the wart and then you'd bury the meat. And as the meat rotted, the wart would disappear. Oh, that was appearing. Or what you could do, you could get one of these to crawl all over your wart. A snail. A snail. That's all.
You've held a big one, stop being a wuss.
Yeah, you're setting a bad example. Look, there you are, a nice snail. Right, so you'd let that crawl all over your wart. And then you'd put it on a little thorn, and as it died, the wart would disappear. Ah, poor snail. And lads, do you know when you've had a couple of drinks the night before? And you know there's always a bad point in there, isn't there? There is always a bad point. Well, you know, because that's the one that gives you the headache. And the cure for a hangover was powdered snail. Now, the other problem we've got, right, is
You're filming this?
this poor young lady.
I thought you were saying also.
The cure for cheekiness. No,
You've got a YouTube
right,
channel,
we might have chilblains.
so you're filming it?
Yeah. Job, they know these days. Now, chilblain was a sore, itchy lump on your feet. Very painful. So the cure we got for that is, now, what we do is, 2-week-old wee, and you soak your feet in it overnight. Right, have you now? Was that intentional or not?
No, it was the cure.
Yeah, it was. Black country. It was. Now, this poor young lady might get a toothache. So what we can do for the toothache? That's quite easy. Get a lump of meat, put it against her cheek, again bury it. But the other way of curing a toothache was to get some dead man's teeth. Put them in a little bag. And then we put it around your neck. Look at that! Vaccination, black country style. Now, do you want to see something really, really nasty and gruesome? And any of you who's doing the creepy critters, this one isn't on the sheet, but it's the creepiest of all the critters. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Right, let's get her out of all this. Let's give her a round of applause. Now then, what causes illnesses today? What causes illnesses? Germs. But late 19th century, germ theory didn't come until then, and it really wasn't accepted in the early 20th century. Up until then, what they believed in was the 4 humours. People were made up of the 4 humours: blood, phlegm, yellow bile and black bile. If you had too much of a particular humour, you were ill. And one of the major humours was blood. So if you were ill, had too much blood, they would recommend they bleed you. And the creepiest critter I'm about to show you, there we are, a leech. There we are. It's not doing much because it's cold, and they don't when it's cold. But leeches are real life vampires. They only drink blood. And we're going to have some fascinating facts on leeches. How many eyes do you have? A leech has 6. How many teeth do you have? It's all right, mate, keep yours in. We believe you. How many teeth do you have? You have 28, 32 with your wisdom teeth. Now, I would ask your wife this question, but I'm not going to do it because I'll get an answer. How many brains do you have? Shut up. Hey? Just the one. Right, a leech has 32 brains. Are you a boy or a girl?
Boy.
Are you a boy or a girl?
Girl.
A leech is a boy and a girl at the same time. Now, basically, they are related to worms, but these are worms with attitude. Right. Now, what time are you having your tea tonight for those who don't come from the Black Country? What time are you having your dinner? What time?
12:30, I don't know.
12:30?
I don't know.
Well, you get nothing to eat till tomorrow.
Oh wait, no.
When's tea time?
Tea time.
When's tea time?
Evening meal.
Evening meal.
6:30.
6:30. Right.
I got
The
confused.
leech September. A leech can go 2 years without food, without being fed. And trust me, children, your parents wish you could go 2 years without food. We'll not save some money. Now, when a leech bites you, into your bloodstream, it puts a chemical called herodin, which is an anticoagulant. That means it lets the blood keep on flowing while it drinks the blood. You've all seen the films. How do you remove a leech?
Burn it.
No, you don't. You don't. If you disturb a leech while it is feeding, it'll regurgitate. That means it'll be sick. Its last meal back into your bloodstream. And in Africa, they found leeches that are infected with HIV. What you must do, you leave the leech on until it drops off. The problem is, that wound will not stop bleeding for 4 hours, and there is nothing in medical science to stop it. Leeches are still used in hospitals today. If you have something sewn back on, they'll put a leech on, because while we can reattach veins and arteries, we cannot reattach capillaries. So the leeches get the capillaries functioning. If you have plastic surgery, they'll use leeches. If you have massive bruises, they'll also use leeches. And the next generation of blood thinners are going to be coming from leech saliva, eroded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most creepiest of all the critters. My name is Nathaniel Caitlin. Please enjoy your visit to the Black Country Museum. Thank you very much.
Part 2 after.